Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure, if you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Boom, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him, make sure you do so. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another live, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. Welcome back to another episode of Max and Prem, episode 13 of the season 2, episode 13. And yeah, it's international break, last international break of 2025. I nearly said 2026. We're not that far yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So it should be interesting. You know how international break gets, all the boring topics or people just being bored in general. That's what usually happens when it comes to international break. Regardless, we always make it a great show anyway. Prem, how you been, man? How you been? You're muted, lad.
Yeah, I just noticed. Thanks. Guess who else is going to be muted tomorrow? Nigeria and Ireland. We've got World Cup qualifiers. Well, for Ireland's a qualifier. For Nigeria, it's a playoff because, you know. Yeah. Fuck these nations, man.
Are you confident, at least, with either of them? Because obviously, I don't. Was it South Africa that penalised Nigeria to get to first? I don't know what's been going on with Ireland. Do Ireland still have much of a chance to qualify? What's Ireland saying?
Neither are qualifying. South Africa, so the first group game for the qualifiers, South Africa fielded an ineligible player. You know, Alfie's favorite player of all time, Mokoena. He played. You people in the chat won't understand. He played. He wasn't supposed to play. I think he was suspended for the game, but he played.
Yeah.
And South Africa later got penalised for it. They got docked. They got docked 3 points, I'm pretty sure. And then towards the end of the qualifiers, like literally in the last qualifying international break, which was the last one a month ago, one of the African nations, I think is it Libya, maybe, I'm not entirely sure. Something happened with their FA or whatever, and they withdrew entirely. And so for all the qualifying groups, something happened where your points from, I think, the bottom of the group or something like that got docked just to make it fair all around. Some weird, African judge bullshit happened, which gave us a chance to qualify. So we're in playoffs now. Big up, AJ. So we're in playoffs now. The glasses, it's just see-through female bullshit. But anyways, we're in.
I thought you said see-through female clothing. I thought that's what you were about to say.
No, I'm not a pervert.
That's why I thought it was going. I thought it was going the pervert route.
Okay, Quagmire. Anyways, we.
Fucking hell, Mark. Chill out.
That's the only joke you have. It's the only response you ever have.
And now you know how I feel. Every time it's like, oh yeah, you're short. Oh yeah, your fat forehead. Like now you know how I feel. So well done.
I've never just said to you randomly, oh yeah, you're short. Oh yeah, you have a fat forehead. Don't be like, have I ever said that?
Yes. Multiple times. Not on camera.
Okay, not on camera. It didn't happen. Anyways, what am I talking about? Yeah. So that gave us a chance to qualify, and we beat. Who did we beat in the last run? Then we beat. I can't even remember. We beat someone in the last round, 4-0. Oshiman bagged the hat trick, final game, and that gave us a chance now, and we're in playoffs. So we have to play Gabon, the 4 best second place teams. We have to play Gabon tomorrow. And then if we beat them, we have a final game up against either Cameroon or Congo. I'm assuming it's going to be Congo. that goes through. I'm gonna assume. Yeah, we beat Benin 4-0. So I'm assuming it's Congo we're gonna be playing if we beat Gabon. And I'm not looking forward to playing Gabon because they are a very good side. Like in terms of qualifying and stuff, they have a very good record going into AFCON. That's kind of why I have them as like my dark horse for AFCON. So yeah, not looking forward to that. Speaking of not looking forward to things, I want to bring this up. Let me just find it 1 second.
I mean, it doesn't sound too positive. Like, see, for Congo, they don't have Whistle right now. They haven't had Whistle for a long, long time. Whistle's, I don't know how this guy's still injured. I think he picked up like 2 setbacks in Newcastle training. Obviously, Masuaku hasn't had the best starts of the season, so I don't really know what the rest of the team is saying when it comes to Congo. We're not really going into the best form into AFCON, and also I saw Iwobi complaining about hotels and stuff like that as well, like the other day. So it's not all rosy.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up, a Wolby thing. This, don't know if anyone's seen it. You can share it, Mike.
Yep.
These are the conditions that the players are gonna have to deal with in Morocco by our FA, because again, people who know, like your FA is in charge of where your players, like where they're going to be staying and how they're going to be traveling and stuff like that. And apparently, our players were on strike because they weren't getting paid. Payment problems. This is not the first time it's ever happened with my nation and the African nation. Chusa Kong, who's our captain, he put out a statement like a few hours ago saying that they've sorted everything out and are fully focused for the game tomorrow. I'm seeing some people have hope said that we shouldn't play or something tomorrow. I don't care if we don't go to the World Cup. We should take a stand against the nation or against the FA and stuff, which we're not going anyway. So fairs, because the way our FA is run is so shambolic. For half of these qualifiers, we didn't have a manager. We had an interim. We had two interims, actually. Because the manager we have now, Eric Chell, he's actually good. He is unbeaten. And he's picked up basically all of our points in qualifying, or most of our points in qualifying. So if we had him at the beginning, we would have won. Also, when people love to tell me about African strikers or Nigerian strikers and Oshiman's not that good, we don't score when he doesn't play. He's also missed, I think, like half of our qualifiers roughly. The games he hasn't played, we've barely won. The games he has played, I think we're unbeaten. So when people want to tell me about Victor Boniface, all that guy does is twerk, bro. He shouldn't play for my country again. You want to tell me about Kelechi Iheanacho, because Kelechi, Arsenal fan Kelechi called him a chief or a chairman one time. Don't ever play for my nation again. Ahmed Musa, actually, funny enough, for Ahmed Musa, for the Unity Cup that happened in the summer, because he was getting married for the 4th time, because he's Muslim, so he can have 4 wives. Big up AJ. Because he was getting married for the 4th time, he withdrew from the squad. So, which means we then called in Benjamin Fredericks. Don't know if you've heard of him, Mikes. He is a Brentford player, an academy player at Brentford. Hasn't played first team minutes yet, but he is a constant for Nigeria right now. He's a centre back. He played right back the last 2 qualifier games because Ola Aina was out injured. This guy is on form, one of our best players, and he's not played a Premier League game yet, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's never played. Never played a Premier League game, but I would have heard of him.
No. The FA tried getting Tosin to pledge his allegiance to Nigeria. He did it in the summer. He's yet to play. He's yet to be called up. Which, again, I agree, because he's been awful this season. But still, you did all this trying to get him to play for Nigeria, and you've not called him up yet.
Still better than Trista Kong. Like, he is. He is better than Trista Kong.
Yeah, particularly on the ball as well. But, you know, And also, not playing with Chalaba is also going to help him. But
Mm.
yeah, that is the Musa.
He did. Yeah. He did. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the problems that were like. I don't want to go to this World Cup. I said this the last World Cup, the last time, and we had to play a playoff with Ghana. I said before the playoffs, I don't want to go because you're just going to get embarrassed. We played Ghana, got knocked out of the playoffs. Everyone laughed at me, you know, whatever, cool. Ghana went to the World Cup. They embarrassed Africa. And I told people, I'm glad it's not me. I want to go to Trump's World Cup. I don't care about all the money and the endorsements because what the fat Nigerian like politicians are just going to siphon the money regardless. I want to go to the World Cup and get embarrassed by people, bro. I don't want to get embarrassed by what Panama and India and whoever's there, bro. I'm not getting embarrassed in front of Trump's World Cup. In front
I
of
wish
Trump,
India was there.
them man. I don't know. I don't know who's there, but
I
I'm not
wish.
getting embarrassed in front of Trump and them man, bro. Nah.
No,
it's
I
not.
hear that. Nigeria win the World Cup and then Trump takes one of the medals.
Yeah, if we're not, unfortunately, we're not going to win a World Cup. We're not winning a World Cup.
Trump takes Ahmed Musa's medal, bro.
Yeah. The only African team, I guess, that looks close to potentially winning a World Cup could be Senegal, for how they look right now. But yeah, we're not going. It's my FA is too broke to be as corrupt as you know we are. Yeah, but you guys, if you're Somali, you guys like if you guys just pass, you'll be fine.
Also, you just go Holsden and just go to the local cage. You'll find like your starting 11 like there. That's probably better than your 11 now. You just made the right choices.
Like, I'll be real. All Somalia have to do, just get Chunks to go on an FA course. Let him get his badges. Let Chunks pick a few of the mandem. You're fine.
Let Sharky do. He's already doing Baller League.
Oh, so yeah, Sharky's won a trophy. So he's better than Arteta at least. He's won a league. So let Sharky do it, bro. I'll be real. Sharky Somalia team, I'd be afraid. They'd win AFCON. I'll be real. Just need a few of them, bro.
You can literally just go to London and find a decent starting 11, at least on technical ability. Like, at least you keep the ball.
Yeah.
Just whether you shoot. Well, not even whether you shoot, whether you pass to each other. It's just going to be like Ravel Morrison's.
Yeah,
even in goal.
But at least, all that dribbling, they'll win fouls, win free kicks, win penalties.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough. It's enough. Maybe not to win a World Cup, but you can win AFCON.
To win AFCON.
You can qualify for a World Cup. It's fine. It's enough. But yeah, that's the problems with Nigeria. I really don't. I don't see us winning tomorrow. Speaking of actually Gabon, Aubameyang was on Troops' 24-hour stream for Jamaica. So and he looks like focused and raring to go. He didn't stay on that stream too long. He's focused for the game. So
yeah,
and even though Aubameyang's old, he's still got movement and he can still score goals. So yeah, we'll see. I'll be representing GVOFC at that. GVOFC are a team. They're a club. They're not a country. There's no.
I imagine GVOC getting to AFCON. Like, why are you here, big man?
There's no Democratic Republic of Spectrum.
Cross.
Warrior Spectrum.
That's the acronym. Democratic Republic of Spectrum. DROS. That's what it is. It's DROS, bro.
Pick up the spectrum.
That's a DROS. Right, listen, so with the Nigerian squad in general, then obviously we know that FA is a problem. So what is the main weaknesses you would say the Nigerian squad position was? You can't say all of them.
No, I wasn't gonna say all of them. Oshiman's a world-class striker. In my opinion, he's the third best in the world, maybe fourth if you count Mbappe as a striker.
That's fine. Yeah.
Beyond that, we don't have anyone else. Really, I rate Lookman. We know even though he hasn't been playing much for Atalanta this season because their manager just wants to,
He's an idiot.
get assault charges. He just wants to get assault charges on people. But Lookman, we know he's a baller, African Player of the Year. But beyond that, Samuel Chukwueze, who I've backed for years, has not kicked on. It's Moses Simon, who I would play as a wingback, doesn't look. Like, I know he had a very good season last year in Liga, but he's still not that good. Our shape just doesn't work, whether it's a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2. Iwobi's our best creator centrally, but we play him in a double pivot. We play him too deep. We don't give him the license to be free. Ndidi's our only DM that we have, and he's getting up there in age. The other midfielders we have are decent, I guess, but they're like workhorses, box to box. Yeah, he did get sacked. Good luck with him. Go prison. Go manage Prison FC. I like Deli Bashir, but he doesn't play minutes really for us. Olaena baller. I like Bassi. Chusa Kong only had 1 year, really, and of where he balled, and now he's just showing his age, which fair enough. But get others to replace him. You have Benjamin Fredericks. He looks good, but not even a but actually. He does look good. He should be playing. But what I would play, I'd play a back three, and utilize Moses Simon as a wing back. We have Bruno Onyemachi, who's good. I like him. The other guy, Zaidu, jump off a cliff. He's like the Chalaba modes, Mavropanos modes, jump off a cliff.
Oh, okay. One of them.
Yeah. The goalkeeper, Stanley Wambali, I like him, even though he's been doing a little bit of bullshit the last few games. But I do like him. He is a very good goalkeeper. He's a good shot stopper. So we've got kind of a basis of a good team if they use it properly. But we don't really, which is annoying. We've got a target guy up top in Oshiman, and we don't put in crosses. So,
Is it a case of, do you have a lack of fullbacks then? Apart from Olaena. I don't really know who your other fullbacks are, really.
we don't have another right back, yeah. And
So is that why you might as well go to back three? Just do wingers.
yes, put Simon at wing back. Have Aina play. Have Ola Aina be like kind of Reece James, so he can sometimes play wing back, sometimes play right center back in a three. Bassi play left center back in a three. Call up Tossin and play him in the middle of the three, so at least he's protected and he can play on the ball. Yeah, it's kind of what I would do, but we won't do that. And then that way, Oshiman and Lookman can just play up top in the two. And then we can just flood the three in midfield. That way, Ndidi has legs with him, so we can play Ndidi because we don't have any other DM. That's why Iwobi had to play DM last AFCON because Ndidi was injured.
But he can play that, to be fair.
Oh no, he can. Like Ndidi, like Iwobi gets a lot of stick, but he actually wanted to play for Nigeria for a very young age. He didn't do the whole Nketiah thing where I want to play for England, but England won't call me, so I'm going to turn when I'm 27. He wanted to play for the country. Same with Ola Aina. When they get called up, they give everything to play for the country. That's why I don't disrespect those two. But let's use them properly. If they're some of our best players, let's actually use them properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I guess that's
Nigeria,
basically it. I don't know if you kind of have an opinion on Nigeria. Do you watch anything? Like, what opinion do you have?
So, since the last AFCON, I haven't really been able to watch a Nigeria game. But when I did watch Nigeria, my whole problem was it's like I feel like you just don't utilize your best players. My problem is with Nigeria is like every other nation that has like a star player, let's say, and they have nothing around them. But it's not even like they don't have anything around them. It's like they can alter a few things where they can play around the striker and just like get the best out of that one person. It's like they don't even try to do that. But because, for example, someone like Osimhen, he's the big name, he's in the microscope a lot more, he'll get the criticism. But the setup around him is like you're one good coach away from like dominating the continent. That's the problem I have. It's like you're this close. Like every African country as well, every big African nation is actually this close to like dominating the continent if they had like a decent coach. It's like Ghana's team isn't the best, but they went into AFCON with Chris Hughton. Like, what did you expect? Sort of thing. Like, you need to just have one decent coach so you can just throw everything at and be like, look at the talent we have. If you want to go for the younger talent, do it. If you want to like go experimental with it, do it. But we've got Osimhen up front. Just build around him and try and get us like at least an AFCON and World Cup qualification. Whereas I also feel like I have a big problem with certain footballers that do the Nketiah thing. Bro, just go and play where you're going to be loved more. I'm sorry, but Nketiah needs to realize people like that in general, like they need to realize that doing something for Ghana is way more important or way more of a legacy than being the guy who comes off the bench now and then for England who might get like 20 minutes a tournament if they're lucky. You might be the next Ollie Watkins, well done. That's not an achievement. Whereas, for example, people like Wilfred Zaha, people like Yannick Bolasie, people like Iwobi, they've gone to their African nations and at least built them some form of legacy. Bolasie went to Congo before it was cool to go to African or cool to go to an African nation where it was still like very 50-50 in the air, or that certain players would go to an African nation at the time. I remember Bolasie even saying, a lot of people were looking at him like, "No, you could go for England. You could go to England." It's like, I want to play for Congo. Like, what do you mean? I want to play for Congo. It's like, you should want to. Like, Bolasie's dad was saying you should go for England for his own career. Bolasie was like, no, I'm playing for Congo. He's got way more of a legacy there. And because of him, more people decided to represent Congo. It's like Aubameyang's at Gabon. He could have played for France if he wanted to. Like, Aubameyang could have represented France a long time ago. He was born there. So, no one really knows any other Gabon players apart from Gbamin. And that's it. And Gbamin was injured for 2 years at Everton. But Aubameyang decided to go to a so-called smaller nation where he's actually going to have more of a legacy and going to be the main man. If Nketiah was smart, he'd go to Ghana because they can have the Semenyo and Nketiah Kudus front three if Inaki Williams is injured. So that's what I have with problems with. It's just that it's a national thing for me. Like, for example, Ghana should be building around the Semenyo and Kudus, really, and Inaki Williams. Nigeria should be building around Osimhen. Build around your attackers. Because not everyone as well is going to have like a Senegal where the whole team is balanced. The whole team is somewhat balanced because you've got names there. You've got people that are going to facilitate each other in a starting 11. Sometimes you just have to get the best out of that one player. It's like back in the day when Ghana got the best out of Asamoah Gyan, bruv. So that's my opinion. Just get the best out of your best players. Simple as that. Then you got a chance of like dominating the continent. I said with Elijah start next to Ndidi. Don't know, innit? Don't know.
Elijah has no legs. I take out Ndidi, put Elijah in, and then play someone else next to Elijah for legs. Yeah.
Yeah. Big up Omar for the raid every single time, by the way. Big up to Omar every single time. Osimhen without anybody making him chance to like put a Ferrari engine in the unicycle. It must be what it feels like to watch Nigeria at times. Just see this Ferrari just go into waste. You good there?
Oh yes. Sorry, I was just making sure because I'm gonna go on a rant about Ireland, so I'm just making sure I have things ready to show for the rant. Sorry.
Okay. G's prime in his nerd era. Is there class in there? Pick up men.
No glass, but
You do look like the nerd emoji right now. You know the glasses, the grit teeth. You look like me, bruv.
yeah. GVO black, innit?
GBO black. What the
Yeah, I could have said, you know, you're lucky, like, I was being nice. I said the word that you can say.
fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. But I feel like that's not where your pain ends. Obviously, you referred to it. Republic of Ireland. The island. The land of Declan Rice and Jack Grealish. That's all English people say. What the fuck is going on with Ireland? I mean, you've been begging for a new manager for time. And I feel like before your current manager, you was asking for a new manager before. Who is it? Stephen Kenny or some shit?
Yeah, I didn't have a big problem with Stephen Kenny because kind of like when England got Southgate, the point of Stephen Kenny was to bring in a new generation of Ireland players. So bringing in the Josh Collins, Nathan Collins, Ferguson's, all these young guys. Well, they're not necessarily so young anymore. They're kind of like in their like early to mid-20s, but they brought them through when they were young. I understand the point of that. So I was never necessarily too like bogged down on his style per se, because I understood what the point was, to bring through the talent. Fine. You get away from him, cool, fine. The next guy you bring in is a fucking dentist, and how like he's quite literally a dentist back in Iceland. This guy is not good, bro. His only achievement is knocking England out of the Euros when they had Roy Hodgson as manager, and he's seen that's not an achievement, bro. And I tried backing it. I did, even though he embarrassed me early on in his tenure. You lost 5-0 to England, and we were 0-0 at halftime. You embarrassed me in front of my friends, and I still tried backing it. But when we go and play Armenia, and you're sitting everyone behind the ball, and you're playing a back five, you're playing a 5-2-3, and then your right forward, left forward, or wing backs as well, who are tucking back. Yeah, you gotta go. You share screen.
Yeah.
The Ireland squad was announced, and this guy got called up. Have you heard of Kevin O'Toole, Mikes? I know it says it there, but like, no. He plays in the MLS. He plays in the MLS for New York City. So Man City feeder club model thing.
Yeah.
This is the Ireland squad that got called up. I don't know if you'll be able to see everything, but I'll read them out. The Ireland squad that got called up: goalkeepers, Kelleher, Basunu, Travers, Cole, as expected. Defenders: Seamus Coleman, who, even though he doesn't play for Everton anymore, he is still arguably our best player. So I don't mind him being in the squad, and I don't mind him starting. Jake O'Brien makes sense, fine. Dara O'Shea, he impressed me at Ipswich last year. I actually like him.
Yeah.
Nathan Collins, not being the best for Ireland the last like international break, but still one of our best players, an upcoming captain for us. When Coleman doesn't play, he wears the armband. Fine. Liam Skills, I don't really rate this guy, but because we don't really have a left back in the squad, he's in there. John Egan, whatever. Ryan Manning's actually out of the squad. I think he's injured, I'm pretty sure. Jimmy Dunn, father. Kevin O'Toole, he's in there. We'll get to him in a bit. Josh Cullen, he's back in the squad. He was suspended last international break. Only real midfielder we have that can actually put his foot on the ball. Jack Taylor, just a runner. Malombu, just a tall runner. Benazaz, a Fugazi 10. Connor Coventry, Pharisee's decent in it, but did you clap?
Yeah. No, tap the badge. Tap the badge.
Spurs,
That's my baller. That's my baller.
Spurs. The Down syndrome Declan Rice. Mark Sykes, I have no idea who you are. Andrew Morin. This is the second time he's been called up. He got called up last year, the first international break of these qualifiers, the World Cup.
Yeah.
He's the only 10 in this squad, Mikes. He's a kid, but he's the only number 10 in the squad.
Brighton's academy, right?
Yes. Go to attackers. Evan Ferguson. He's been withdrawn from the squad, by the way. Adam Ida, you're not good. Troy Parrott. He's been having 2 good years at Alkmaar, to be fair. Mickey Johnson. Ogbene. I don't really rate the guy, but cool. Fessi Abosele, wing back. I rate the guy because at least he's got an engine and can go up and down. But for some reason, the dentist played him as a forward against Armenia. You know, he played in one of the forward roles, and people were saying that he didn't play well. I wonder why. That was a squad that was initially called up. Now, a few substitutions were made. Ferguson injured. We brought in Johnny Kenny. He's at Celtic now. Was at Shamrock Rovers the last 2 seasons. Did well for Shamrock Rovers, scoring goals. Scored in the Conference League last season for Shamrock Rovers. He was in the league phase, had the same amount of goals in the Conference League as Christopher Nkunku. You know, but Chelsea fans gassed up Nkunku. Cool. He bagged the hat trick in the Conference League against Heidelberg. I think I think Ryan Manning pulled out. We no longer have a left back in the squad because Brady's still injured. I think Enda Stevens is still injured. Dowda, I'm pretty sure he's out as well. So we went and called up Kevin O'Toole, the guy I spoke about, Mike's. What is the? I wanna bring this up.
And we've a lack of depth
from the squad. I'm gonna play this for you guys.
Yeah, it's strange that he's on, nobody's radar and he's straight into the squad. One thing that, Hamer's saying we've a lack of depth there. I think we've got a left back smacking us in the face with over 100 caps that could come in and do a job. And look, if Hamer, I believe he said in his conference when he was asked about Kevin O'Toole, look, it's the situation. And if a player's coming in because of the situation, then he's only coming in to make up the numbers. And that's no problem. If Kevin O'Toole is going to come in and get a taste of it and maybe get a cap further down the road, absolutely no problem. But in a World Cup qualifier, Raf, this is really, really deep water. And it's not a World Cup qualifier against a minnow. This is a World Cup qualifier against Portugal and Hungary, teams that we struggle against, we're going to struggle against. So I don't think Kevin O'Toole will play. James McLean is right across the water, has over 100 caps for Ireland, still playing at Wrexham. Why not just get him? I would feel an awful lot more comfortable that if, for instance, a couple of players got injured and Kevin O'Toole had to play, I would feel it all before, and we know we'll get a level of effort out of James. I don't. We 7 cents.
Maybe the internet connection doesn't agree with James McLean.
To have 7 players that can play centre half in our squad. Coleman, O'Brien, O'Shea, Collins, Scales, Egan, Dunn can all play centre half. So the fact that the manager has had a look into, you know what, I'll get a left back in here as well. It's uninspiring stuff. Even the Andrew Moore and stuff. I have nothing personally against Andrew Moore, and I actually quite like him. Every time I listen to him, he endears himself to me. But he hasn't been in the last couple of squads. He's gone to the MLS, and it was like Hamer said, okay, I'm not quite sure of the technical ability over there. We'll have a little look at you and we'll see how we are faring. So now he's in the squad. Oh, okay, he must be setting the world on fire over in America. He's played 9 games in the MLS. He has 1 goal and 1 assist.
Okay, so you've heard that waffle, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Mike's, you remember James McLean, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Played for West Brom, no?
Yeah, played for West Brom, Stoke, I
Mm.
think.
How old? Also, someone said, Connor said about Nick McCarthy and Jack. Nah. No. Anyways,
Terry
James,
Connor.
hazard a guess. How old do you think James McLean is?
Like 36, bro.
Crazy. You're spot on. How old do you think Kevin O'Toole is?
I've never watched him, but I'm going to guess like 30.
No, he is. I did my research on this. He is 26. I quote tweeted this. Kevin Tracy, the fucking wild, or Keith Tracy, the fucking wild. James McLean isn't even a consistent starter for Wrexham, which makes sense due to him being 36 years old. I don't know much about Kevin O'Toole, but I know the solution to Ireland's left back problem certainly isn't a player that's a decade older than O'Toole. Now, I did my research on O'Toole today. A little bit of YouTube scouting, as we do. Guy's got an engine on him, can go up and down, box to box. He's got quality deliveries on him, which we're gonna need because we don't play with a 10. We don't have a creator in the team, so we're gonna need threat from wide areas. Has got a left foot, can defend. Looks like a good player. At least better than what we have in Old Man Brady, James McLean, Enda Stevens, O'Dowda, all these guys. Like I personally, like I told you this yesterday, I would just go and call up Sean Moore. I've been saying this for ages. But he's still also a kid, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't even played first team football yet. So this
I think he's probably in Irish League though. He's fully left West Ham now.
Oh yeah, he is playing
Fully
Irish
left.
League, my bad. But regardless, cool. Because this Halgrams is not going to call up anyone from the Irish League. He called up Josh Hoonerhan, who plays for Shamrock Rovers. He called him up, I think, for one squad or maybe two squads. Didn't play him at all. So, yes, he does. Like I don't mind playing, but the thing is, he's gonna get called up, or he is called up. We play Portugal tomorrow at the Aviva at 7:45, I think. He is not gonna start. Like I'm listening to these. Like I follow quite a few Irish podcasts, YouTube channels that speak about the national team and stuff. I'm hearing people say, "So do we play Seamus Coleman at left back?"
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Left back, as if we're gonna play a back four. We're gonna play a back three. Like I don't mind playing Seamus Coleman. I'd play him personally in the back three instead of playing him at wing back because he doesn't have an engine on him. But cool, if you're gonna play Seamus Coleman, play him in the three. If not, have the back three be O'Brien, Collins, and Darrell O'Shea, and have our wing backs be Festy and O'Toole. That's what I would do. And yeah,
where's Omar?
He plays for Strasbourg and he's not getting called up for squads.
Why?
I don't know.
But he's a good player. I don't understand. Why is Omar Babadelli not getting called up? He's right there.
I know he's a good player. I was gassed when he went to Strasbourg because I figured, yes, because you're playing at a high level. You're probably the only Irish player playing because I know Troy Pirate plays Europa League and Alkmaar, he plays Europa League and stuff. He plays in Europe, but Strasbourg with the under blue coat have the ambition to push. He's playing at the highest level possible for an Irish team, for an Irish player that's at least not playing in the Prem. You're not getting called up. Why? Especially with Collins not looking good the last international call up, or at least the one before as well. Why not call him up? It's just this guy just has to go. I tried with Hallgrimsson, like I really, really did. But Armenia was the biggest red flag for me. Like, no. Look, I'm cool with not beating Portugal because I understand I'm Ireland. We're not supposed to beat Portugal's, Germany's, Argentina's, England's. I understand that. All I want from those teams is you give me a good fight. That's all I want. But I understand if we don't beat them, we lose 1-0, we lose 2-0, whatever, it's fine. But I expect to beat Armenia. I expect to beat Hungary. I expect to beat these sides. I expect not to struggle against Finland. Those are minimum expectations, bro. It's kind of like you at West Ham. Yeah, fine, you're not going to beat Chelsea, but why are you struggling against like Burnley and Wolves? You shouldn't be.
I think I demand a bit more, but that means because I can. With Ireland, I think you guys don't help yourself again. The Mohamed Dembele situation. Why, like you don't help yourself, sort of thing. Like he's right that he probably would be your best centre back.
Yes.
And if you even had a back three for now of Omar Bamidele, Jacob Brown, Nathan Collins, that's a good thing to build on right now. And you got, I know you don't rate Ogbene, but him and Ebasele are not bad wing back options. He's played wing back before.
Yeah, I don't mind as wing back options. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, because again, dealing with what you have, like, regardless of my personal opinion on certain players, just deal with what you have. Like Josh Cullen, I wasn't the biggest fan of him, but over the last like year or so, I've started to rate it because I know what he is. He's the only midfielder we have that can actually play on the ball.
Yeah, he's a good player.
So let's have a partner for him. Someone talked about like Irish players in the Prem. We tried calling up Kieran Drewsby Hall, but has his eyes set on England. We rejected.
He's stupid.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, it is stupid, but fair enough. I wouldn't want to drown in this Ireland team either, but cool. But there's players there. John Joe Fitzpatrick, who we called up last season for Ireland. He plays out in Ligue 1. Good midfielder, technical. I think he's like 6'1" or 6'2", physical as well. I'd like to see him partner Josh Cullen because at least it's something. It's something. Like, it's just frustrating. Who would I want as Ireland manager? He's talking about. Okay, I'm seeing people put out shortlists for Ireland manager, right? People are talking about Robbie Keane, who is managing out in Israel, I think.
Yeah.
And he's been doing, I think they're in Conference League or Europa League, but I've not kept an eye on him, so I have no idea what he's doing. I would like Damien Duff. He won the league for Shelburne, not last season, the season beforehand, against Shamrock Rovers. So he stopped Shamrock Rovers from doing a 5p. He left midway through this last season because he wasn't getting backed. So there's no way we'd bring him in because he would ruffle big feathers. So they wouldn't bring him in. Where there's also talk about Stephen Bradley, who manages Shamrock Rovers. He won the title this season, so it's 4 and 5 years. Secured the FAI Cup, which is the first time we've won it in like years. Did a cup double, and this is like he's built like the best Shamrock Rovers team since like I think the 80s or 90s. So he's doing brilliantly, and he has progressed Shamrock Rovers playing in Europe and stuff. Like last season in the Conference League, we made the knockout rounds, and it was the first time we had done that in like we'd made the knockout rounds of any European competition in like years, bro. Like since, so he is doing well. very well. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the player personnel at Shamrock Rovers or the style of play, but it is effective. So I guess I would understand it if he was called up. There's Keith Andrews at Brentford. He's doing a very good job there so far, but it's only been 11 games. Like, let's see what he has with at least a season under his belt. Martin O'Neill, I think he's currently interim at Celtic.
Oh my god!
If they get a full manager, would he be under consideration? I don't know, but
bro, it's not 2005.
Yeah, well, for like it's so annoying because a decade ago, I was not even a decade ago, maybe like 2016, 2017, 2018, I was making fun of the players in the Ireland squad, like James McCarthy and Randolph and all these guys. I didn't rate any of these guys, but they're better as a unit than what we have now. It's better as a unit. So
big up Darren Randolph, man.
People know my dream. Give me Carrick or McKenna. My dream.
Carrick's plausible. Like that's not like unrealistic. He's managed fucking Middlesbrough. Like,
bro,
he'd be a dickhead to not take the job. I'll be real. It's not a bad step.
What we need is a complete reset with the FA, and as much as I would prefer Carrick or McKenna over Stephen Bradley from a stylistic perspective, because I know what Carrick, he would prioritize the midfield actually being able to play. I look at Shamrock Rovers and like, I mean, like it's good for the Irish League and stuff, but like, I that sort of style, I don't know how cohesive it would be. But then again, the pool you would have being Ireland manager is a lot bigger than being just Shamrock Rovers manager. You'd be able to use a lot more of the young players that we have. He actually plays Johnny Kenny when he was at Shamrock Rovers on loan, and I actually rate the guy. Like for me, if Ferguson can't play, I'd play Kenny, because with Troy Parrott, he's a sort of striker where you need other players around him to be able to link up with, and because it's Ireland, we don't have those players to link up with. We don't. So
you don't have a number 10 at all.
Hey, we have a number 10. He doesn't get called up until now. So, but I take Bradley just because the FA needs a massive revamp, kind of like what Southgate, I guess, kind of was supposed to do with England. Didn't really work, but whatever. We need a massive revamp. So if we can get the right manager to have that revamp with, I'm fine with it. Even if it is Stephen Bradley, cool. I'd rather it be with a manager that is actually going to be more progressive on the ball and want to utilize technicians. But if it's Stephen Bradley, it's Stephen Bradley, because the way we're ran is honestly shambolic, bro. Because, like,
it's not Bob Bradley.
Who's Bob Bradley?
You remember the guy who managed Swansea? He was like one of the first Americans to manage in the Premier League. I think he got Swansea relegated.
Oh yeah, him, the bald guy.
Yeah,
bro. It's so frustrating because I keep saying this about Ireland. We have talent, bro. We have players. We should be doing a lot better than what we are, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't help yourself.
No.
You got good, like, if you went down the young player route and just had like couple senior players around, like Seamus Coleman and your goalkeepers and shit. If you had like a Carrick in, I think you'd be a lot more stable than usual. Like, because he would actually adapt a little bit. Because sometimes he would adjust from a 4-2-3-1 to a 3 at the back at times and just suit the players that are there. You got decent ball players as well. It's just play a 3. And then honestly, you can work from there. wing backs. It's got to be wing back. You could actually give a lot of bigger nations problems if you really tried. If you really, really tried.
Yes.
Like, it's not impossible to get at these nations, I'll be real.
It's, bro, that's how. Do you remember the 5-0 against England? Did you watch that game?
Yeah. You started really well.
That first half was the best I've seen us play in a very long time. Like, that's what, like, it's what I would do, bro. Like, how we set up was fine. Collins was doing this hybrid thing of stepping into midfield at times. Like, we were balling, bro. Festi was amazing at wing back. We were balling. And then Liam Scales gets sent off and everything just goes out the window. And people are laughing at me because Gallagher and Madueke and them. People are telling me Madueke cooked that game. He did not cook. I watched it. He didn't cook.
He barely did anything.
Bro, who would I? Yes, he's not like, because again, that Armenia game was a big wake up call for people. A big one. Like, you know how sometimes with a manager, he's not necessarily like getting kind of results per se or doing that well, but you're trying to give him a chance. And then you have that one game that opens up your eyes to what's going on. That Armenia game was it for me. It opened my eyes to like, okay, yeah, so you're really, this is it where you really, like, we're not going to do anything. This truly is it. Yeah, you gotta go. Like, it's not that hard to get a better manager than him. Like, bro, it's just get, even if we don't revamp the FA, just get me Carrick, get me McKenna, get me like.
Just get Carrick anyway, man. I'll be real. Just get Carrick anyway.
Even Keith Andrews, he's good with set pieces. We've got giants. Like, at least let's do that. But even still, we don't have anyone to deliver the ball besides Robbie Brady, and this guy has no legs. So
I can't believe some of the names I've heard today, man.
What?
I can't believe it. Like, some of the names I've heard, like Robbie Brady, Martin O'Neill, James McLean. What on earth? What a year am I in? I'm 22 years old now. I shouldn't be hearing these names anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because he has 100 bro, he's 36. I know he's at Wrexham, but the guy doesn't start. Because I went through, I was like, okay, let's see what James McLean's doing. So I went through to SofaScore, started going through, is he playing? The guy's coming off the bench most of the time. He started the season, to be fair. The first few games of the season, he was starting, but the last like month, 2 months, he's on the bench, coming off the bench for players. No. In the championship, by the way, the championship is a competitive league. In the championship, no. I don't care what people think about the MLS. I'm taking Kevin O'Toole.
Man's a demon too.
Yeah. Sure.
What do you mean?
He wouldn't take the job, but yeah, sure. But I mean, within reason, yeah, I take anyone.
Bro, what is Demon Terry even doing?
Bro, hey, Thomas Frank, when you get sacked, will you come my way? I take Thomas Frank, bro. I don't care. As manager, yes. Thomas Frank, even Graham Potter, when you're finished with Sweden and you don't qualify, hey, we got a job.
Oh my days. Bro,
it's Ireland.
I know, but like, do you know the type of lineup you'd be getting? Yeah, you want to kill yourself,
bro. Hey, Mike's. Hey, this nigga starving. We don't have. Wait, what lineups would we get with Ireland?
Bro, you'd be playing like Cullen in the 10, fam. Like, I don't.
We don't have a 10, so why not?
Bro, the lineup she'd be playing, yeah. Bro, Ward Prowse would suddenly be like part Irish somehow, just so Potter can play him, man. I promise you, like, it'll be something ridiculous. Like, Nathan Collins is playing right wing back or some shit. I know it's a big name, yeah, but like someone like a Carrick, he would at least like, because at Middlesbrough, the reason why Carrick failed is because he had a good team in his first season, but Bearman left and Bearman were on loan, so you can't rebuild that shit. So he did all he could, and they needed just new ideas because he just then lost the dressing room and they're second now because they had Edwards, who's now moved to Wolves, and Edwards is a fucking idiot and chose sentiment because he used to play for Wolves and left Middlesbrough even though he had them second. Idiots,
Oh,
Edwards.
yeah.
Idiots, absolute idiots. But
Oh,
at
we
least
had
Carrick
Carrick.
had Middlesbrough there, bro. At least Carrick had
We had
Middlesbrough there, bro.
Boots,
He had a
of
front four of Aaron Ramsey, Hayden Hackney, Isaiah Jones, and Chuba Akpom. He made it work.
We
He made it
saw.
work because they were
Hey,
good players.
you know what I'm happy about? Lampard's in a job. I'm happy because I mean, there's no way he'd set the. He's too. There's no way he has too much nepotism on his side. He wouldn't step down for Ireland. But
Yeah,
I'm happy he's in a job. Gerard, he's too shit for us to even be recognized with him. Like,
said Gerard. Gerard would do shit. Gerard's
I
worse
know.
than Carrick.
I know. I'd stop watching him though. I wouldn't even watch. But it's just like it's just frustrating when you can. I mean, I don't have to explain to you because you say the same thing at West Ham. When you can see obvious talent with young players, just play. And I'm not even a play the youth sort of guy, but
Neither
when
mind.
the experienced guys are shit, just play some of the young guys and let's see what happens. They can't do
Hey.
any worse.
This sounds exactly like what I've been saying for 2 years at West Ham. That exact sentence you just said. I'm not a play the youth guy, but when the experienced guys are playing shit and you've got good enough youth players there, you might as well fucking play them. Like,
Yeah.
you might as well play them.
Yeah, like when Chelsea fans were saying this back in like 2021 or 2022 that play Callum Hudson-Odoi over Pulisic. No, you're not better than Pulisic. But now in 2025, yes, play Achimpong over Chalobah. Yes, play him over Tosin. I don't care. I don't care because Achimpong's failure is not worse than Chalobah's failure. Like it's not. I'd love to know, is Lampard even coaching or just letting the attack do what they want?
To be fair, at commentary, he is coaching. But the problem is, it's not the fact that he isn't coaching, it's the fact that he isn't good enough to do this in the Prem. That's it. He's not good enough to do what he wants to do in the Prem. The type of football he wants to play in the Prem, it's not sustainable. Because what he does and what he did at Everton was try to play football, then shut himself, and then went fully defensive at Everton.
Yeah.
And then he got sacked.
Has he improved that? Now that he's at Coventry, has he improved though?
Yeah, he's improved, but he's not. If he goes to the Prem, he'll finish 20th.
How would he do at Ireland?
I think he'd do all right. I think he'd do okay. Like again, I think what he would do though, what he'd have to do is like find the balance at least between his attacking coaching and his defensive coaching. Where it's like he can't do what he did at Everton, where I'm gonna just try and play football. And then when we eventually get battered by someone, I'm going to go back to 5 in the back like I always wanted to do. Like he can't do that. He's got to find like some form of pragmatism where he just adjusts to the opponent. That's what he needs to find in this coaching. Like, like hate aside, he can find a good level of coaching if he just like adjusts. But whether he wants to or not, it's up to him because he's very fucking stubborn.
I'm just thinking of Ireland versus Spain as with Lampard as manager.
Like you got Nathan Collins playing out the back, and this is what Nathan Collins is like because he's actually a good player, but like he'll overplay sometimes, and then just give the ball away, and then under Lampard, who sometimes prioritizes on playing out from the back, nah, you'll get just easy Yamal hat trick, 10 out of 10 on sofa score.
And we can't play out the back for Ireland because big man, who are you playing to? You've got grenade launchers in midfield, bro. Our barring Josh Cullen, our midfielders are like Gallagher and Green.
That's what I'm saying. Is like play Coventry next to him because he would actually keep it ticking. Like he's that type of player. You might as well, even though he's similar to Cullen. Like you might as well at least try and keep the ball. And commentary, like I predicted, doing well. Charlton, Nathan Jones, proper manager in the Championship anyway. He's doing well. You might as well just play commentary. And who will commentary a track there? Speaking of commentary, probably no one. But then again, we thought that about Sunderland. Sunderland got Gita Reader, Mukiele, and Xhaka, and Enzo Lafille on a permanent.
It's Lampard. He'll be able to attract players to go to commentary. Even if most of them are from like Chelsea and stuff like that, he'll be able to attract players on loan.
And the thing is, to be fair, if Sunderland can get Mukiele, Xhaka, and Gita Reader, commentary can get players. But
yeah, Lampard can get Chalobah.
You're praying for Chalobah to be in a commentary shirt.
Hey, bro, this guy's going to the World Cup and he's gonna fail, bro. On the big stage. Hey, England fans, you're gonna see how I film now. Okay?
I can't believe Chalobah got called up over Tomori.
Can you defend him now?
I never did.
Yeah. Tuchel loves what he loves, bro.
I can't say the word on YouTube that I'm thinking, but we all know what Tuchel is.
Cokehead.
Not that word.
The AJ
but
word.
Yeah, AJ word. Chalobah to get middle named.
Yay. Hey, you know that clip? Mike's that clip of me? Yeah? Yeah. We're going to need that at the World Cup, bro. Hey, and not just about Chalobah, I'll be real. Because if Nigeria go to the World Cup, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that for a few players.
I can't lie. This is why I'll be real. I'm on vibes for the World Cup. The World Cup, I'm on vibes, because here's my prediction for England. Dan Burn to get called up. No left back, and it'll be Lewis Skelly and vibes. I don't care about the news right now. Lewis Skelly's still getting called up. Because if for some reason Tyrick Mitchell is illegal to call up Tyrick Mitchell for whatever reason, even though he's the best England left back.
England fans are not actually, no. Arsenal fans are crying, saying, Tuchel's putting pressure for Skelly to leave. Why is it always on us? Why do we always get all the hate? Listen, Skelly's English. There's going to be pressure on the talented, young, good English players to go and play so they could be in the squad. And Tuchel said, if you're not playing, you're not really going to get called. And Tuchel rates Skelly. So if you think Skelly's England's best left back, well, you better hope he's playing games and starting. You know.
Yeah, and this is my problem is that there's a lot. Like, you could actually make a good England squad. I'm not saying that you probably could make a World Cup winning England squad if you actually called up the right players. You probably could, but it's never going to happen. And the reason why it's never going to happen is because half these guys, for example, aren't the big names. But you're never going to get a manager that's going to pick them players. And the problem is with the type of squad for the England team that is good enough, is it's too particular. It's too particular. It's too specific. Where even if that England squad does go into the World Cup, 1 or 2 injuries away, you'll fuck up anyway.
Big up Dante. England, though, Tuchel is doing that. He's picking players on merit and he's picking players that fit the system and not just the names. Like
he's not really though.
But Bellingham hasn't made many squads, nor has Trent.
If he was picking players on merit, then why has Tomori never got a pick? Why has Wharton only just been called up now? Why is Gordon still getting called up? Because Gordon hasn't been good this season.
I mean, yeah, but I also said players that fit what he wants to do.
Yeah, but that's what he wants to do. Like, the Germans have always done what they want to do, and it's never worked out. You know what I mean? So, like,
German. I mean, to be fair, that guy wasn't a German, but yeah.
No, but you know what I mean. It's still German. Like, Nketiah is not Ghanaian, but he's getting called up for Ghana. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these men they're used to losing the, finals in Europe. Crazy.
Yeah, like we know. Like, speaking, like, yeah, don't be like Vert, smash the likes. Again, Vert's is doing what he wants to do. It's not working out. It happened. Every German just does what they want to do. It doesn't work.
Hey, what? But no, that's not true. Kai Havertz is working at Arsenal. Arsenal fans say he's working.
Yeah, but Arsenal fans, their brains ain't working, mate. Like, so,
That's a
no
different
offense,
conversation.
Donsey, not you, but you know what I mean. You know what type of fan base you're putting up with Donsey.
Yeah, but Don C's not an Arsenal fan. Don C is just a man that supports Arsenal. You see, again, you know how we said this about centre backs? Hey, Don C, remember we said about centre backs? Same at Don C. He's just a man that supports Arsenal. He's not an Arsenal. He's not an Arsenal fan. This is a man that supports Arsenal. There's a difference. So
that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense.
pick up Don
Because-
C. Defend him there.
Yeah, defend him. Like, that's what I'm saying though. Like, if the England squad is the best England squad there is too particular anyway. But at least give us a chance. At least give us balance. At least pick some actual footballers and some people that are going to let us down for once. Are going to have some form of level of basic concentration. Like, I'm not looking to go into I'm not going to be passionate about the World Cup yet. For me, with the Euros, was it the Euros? It was the last tournament was the Euros. Yes. The only time I get passionate about international football is if I'm in the pub because it's the mood, or the fucking final, where the Palmer goal against Spain was the only time I properly celebrated whilst watching at home, and it was out of frustration. I've never celebrated out of frustration before because I knew England were going to lose anyway. But it was like, get Palmer and Watkins on, for the love of God, you fucking waistcoat prick. That's what I was just screaming at my TV. It was just pissing me off. Because Bowen wasn't coming on, Watson wasn't coming on. So get some players on that are actually going to benefit us.
Wait, Wharton went to the Euros.
I'm pretty sure Watson went and never got a minute.
Are you not sure it's not Mainu?
No, Mainu went. The Mainu played. I'm pretty sure Watson got called up and never got a minute. I could be wrong.
I mean, it sounds like Southgate, but Wharton went. Crazy.
But I'm pretty sure he did. I could look it up. But there's a lot of players that should have got more minutes. And it was just bullshit. It was just bullshit because England's squad has always been let down by the big names, regardless of what people think. Always. Yes, Watson was there. He was there. I wasn't bugging.
And he didn't.
He was in
play
the
a
squad.
minute.
He didn't play a minute.
Southgate. Listen,
Southgate.
I defend you a lot, bro. But come on, bro. Come on.
Fuck. I'll be real. Fuck every England manager. It's not just a Southgate thing.
Hey, Wharton, you know what? Drop the pride and play for Ireland. Bro. Drop the pride.
I'll be real. Again with Ireland, there's bare man that 5% Irish. You might went off the Mark Noble. You might went off the Mark Noble when he was. Mark Noble was like, bro, there's no point me playing for Ireland with, as much as he respects that Irish thing. It's like, I'm basically just gonna be playing a couple caps ahead of some young guy that actually wants to play for Ireland. So there's no point me playing for Ireland. That was his words. He was like, if I just play a couple games for Ireland, I might be getting ahead of some young guy that actually wants to play. So there's no point me playing for Ireland when I'm 5% whoever.
Nah, I mean, fairs. I rate that. I actually rate that. But now, yes, because certain people just need to realize. I get it. You want to play for the quote unquote sexy nation, but you're not like Mateta. I know Mateta did the whole thing about Zaha laughed at him and stuff and whatever, right? But Mateta, let's just be real. Mateta. What are the chances of you actually going to the World Cup?
Yeah, you could have done more for Congo.
Knowing what Deschamps is like, he's a terrorist. You're not really going, are you? Let's just be real. Barring injury, if everyone's fit, you're not going.
Also,
if you play for Congo, you could win AFCON.
Imagine Reece and Mateta partnership.
Disgusting. I don't want to see it.
That is disgusting. That is very disgusting. Fucking bring Balassi back.
Balassi now.
I just want to see Balassi play. I can't lie. I just do.
What's that? That Balassi cough. Uh,
That was the comp where nobody could tell if it was a good comp or a bad comp.
yeah, it was a Balassi comp. That's what it is.
I liked Balassi, I can't lie.
Listen,
I like
we
Balassi.
Wicca, Mateta, Balassi on the flank, PK Humble in
Strip-
midfield, bro. Going
Cedric,
after.
Cedric Bakambu with him just doing the trophy.
Yeah, PK Humble. Cheeky. PK Humble, PK at the World Cup. That's what we need,
That
bro.
has to be the celebration. They have to just celebrate doing that. But that's what I'm like. That's a Barclays part. I think Barclays part Nigerian.
He's Nigerian. I don't know if he's Irish. He's
But also
Nigerian.
Barclays gone to a World Cup anyway. I'm pretty sure. Did he go 2018? I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, he's capped. He can't go.
Unless you want to do the Bandulu Diego Costa thing.
Maguire's also Irish. So is Harry Kane.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Rooney.
Kane. Maybe I'm Irish. I'm Irish.
Can you play midfield?
I can if you want me to.
Yeah, Max and Josh Cullen. I hear it.
Put me in the 10 and just put Cullen and commentary in the pivot.
Put you in the 10.
Put me in the 10. Put me in the 10. Put me in the 10. Why not?
That said box crasher. GVO box crasher. Me in the 10. Put me in the 10. Hey. I'm laughing. I'm laughing, but we don't have anyone else. So yeah.
You might as well try.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to do right now.
What can you help us beat Portugal tomorrow? You ready?
Is that you facing?
Yes, at the Aviva.
Fuck it, I'm better than Ronaldo.
Yeah, man. Get him a ticket, Mike. Mike, book your ticket now, bro. First flight in the morning.
Alright, I'd go. I'd go. If they call me up right now, I'm there. I'm there. I'll pack
Speaking
my suitcase,
of
bro.
unrealistic players for our small clubs, this went viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yes, can you share this? Cool.
Yeah.
So this went viral on Twitter. The second tier scoop, which is the home of reliable transfer rumors, rumors of transfers and other news in the second tier of English football, the championship. The championship, people. So this guy was going through about players that he thinks these championship clubs can sign, whatever, you know. Blackburn Rovers, Harvey Wright, don't know who that is, but fine. Bristol City, George Earthy, West Ham, Fairs. Charlton, Harrison Reed, Fairs, makes sense. You know, normal guys, Mike, you'd think, yeah? Makes sense, yeah?
Yeah.
Birmingham City, where are they in the league?
Fuck knows.
Cool. Mike Magnon for £10 million. Chelsea weren't willing to pay 18, by the way, but you think 10 million, need a goalkeeper, could bring in some top quality that will rise with the club.
By the way, Birmingham are 11th.
11th, cool. Hey, so late, you know, promotion push. I hear it. Mike's foot. So now people turn it into a meme. St. Patrick's Athletic, Irish club. Nuno Mendes, 150 million euros. Need a new left back. Could bring in some top quality and provide competition to Jason Cleland. Awesome. So this became a thing, right? And just look through the quote tweet. Just look through the quote tweets. It's hilarious. Toulouse Football Club, Harry Kane, 4 million. Need an efficient striker to substitute with Franck Magri during AFCON. Man said a backup striker for AFCON. I hear it, man. I hear it. Reading, Yamin Yamal, £3.5 million. not getting enough game time at Barca after being subbed off in the 97th minute, would certainly add a second depth to the Royal squad and give Captain Lewis Wings a much needed rest. I hear it, bro. Yeah, man. Drogheda United, George Hurst scored his goals in bread and butter. Yeah, fair enough. We already did this one. West Brom, Haaland, 200 mil. Need a goal threat who can actually bag goals and make the playoffs if he joins West Brom. Actually, fair. Haaland would get them to the playoffs.
He would.
I hear it, bro. I hear it. Falkirk, Saliba,
50K.
50K. You didn't even say anything realistic. Just a pocket. It's a bit of change. Need centre back cover. Could bring in some top quality that will rise with the club. I hear it, bro. Saliba. Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Kylian Mbappe. That guy. 250K. Need a better striker to come off the bench, and Mbappe would be perfect for that. Crazy. You're buying the best players in the world to be squad fodder. I hear it though. Inverness, who are a pretty sure Scottish team. Luis Suarez, 2.5 mil. Need a striker after injury to Billy Mikez. Suarez would do a decent job filling in. You know what? Fair. Suarez is old now, so old man Suarez in the Scottish League. I'd like to see that. So fair.
That's
enough.
20 goals.
20 goals. Fulham, Frankie de Jong. Need a midfielder, bring in some top quality that will rise at the club. Fairs. Maybe Frankie de Jong like 3-4 years ago when he wasn't playing games. But right now, he's their captain. So, Portsmouth, Ricardo Calafiori, 5 mil. Donzi, AJ, would you be willing to let Calafiori leave for 5 mil to Portsmouth? Let us know. St. Etienne, Holland, another Holland shout. We need a third choice striker to keep Duffus and Stassen on their toes. I hear it. Third choice striker, Holland. I hear it, man. The standard then, yeah. Lewski Sofia. Hugo Ekitike. You know what? Ekitike is not starting right now, so try it. Good work. Try it. So what have I just seen? That's Sabrina Carpenter. Whereas Hull City, R9. A striker he can complete with Kyle Joseph and elevate them to Prem.
Man's Vietnamese dong.
Vietnamese dong. R9 now? Or Prime
Hey.
R9?
Oh, no, that would be sick. Boris said there's a funny one, a whole safe. And Joshua Kimmich give a rest of Casey Palmer.
Oldham Athletic Holland. That's the third Holland shot. Fairs.
I think everyone needs a striker.
Hanover, Diaz, 85 mil. Hanover's a German club. So again, that is kind of, I hear it. That's kind of realistic.
That's the road.
It's kind of, yeah. I mean, that he could probably end up going there in a few years. Stoke City, Cristiano Ronaldo, 10 mil. Need a striker to bring in some top quality that will rise at the club. I hear it. Man.
I would do anything to see Ronaldo at the Britannia, fam.
Hey, man. It's long throws. Bring back at the lap. And then, man. Hey, yes! Let's go! Yamal! We play Yamal wing back, though. But yeah, bring
Oh, my God.
Bring us Yamal, man.
Yamal wing back.
Hey, bring us Yamal. Hey, Yamal, what Ferguson? Hey, let's make movies, man. Make movies. I mean, Ireland, leprechauns are short. Yamal loves, it works. Come on, bro.
Oh my God.
You can't see the vision. It works. Rangers, Ronaldo. There's another Ronaldo shout. New England Revolution, Declan Rice. Ali Hassan Yusuf. Nah, he's shit, bro. He's Nigerian. I know this guy. No. He's the reason why Iwobi had to play DM at AFCON. Because Ali Hassan Yusuf was the Ndidi replacement, and he's shit. So no. St. Johnston, Cole Palmer provides decent cover while Stevie Malin regains match fitness. Fair. Well, Palmer's injured right now, So he also needs Matt fitness. But there's
St.
I hear it.
Johnston.
Sheffield
Oh,
United
from
Doku. Need a winger can actually beat his man Doku.
What kills me about some of these years that they're actually like just begging for like a player that actually just does something basic as well. Like they're really pissed off about their wingers. That's what I'm really taking from this.
Bro, but the thing is, right, Doku, if this was a year ago, people would be saying this as a joke. But right now, it's an insult to Doku. Mad.
Hey, I said Jamal loves his midgets, so why not just offer him 20 midgets for this next?
Pick up, man. Listen, Josh Cullen is short as well. Listen, they can be friends. I hear it. Watford, Luis Diaz need a left winger badly with Vata. Oh, Vata's injured first. He's Irish. He's out injured and has Premier League potential. I hear it, man.
Premier League potential.
He's won a Prem, but yeah, it's potential. He's won a Prem though.
But potentially Premier League.
Blackburn Rovers, Shirky, need a small game creator, not too technical, but can do the job as a super sub. I hear it. What's funny about Blackburn
Shirky at
Rovers,
Ewood Park.
they almost signed Zidane, no?
Yeah, they did.
So,
Almost signed Lewandowski as well.
Zidane, Lewa, Shirky. Hey. I hear it, man. Let's go.
Dead Phil Jones.
We're not okay. Phil Jones in the same category as Zidane and Lewa. I hear it.
He is, yeah.
Los Angeles Galaxy, Julian Alvarez need a consistent goal scorer, ball carrier, and a favorite physical. I'll be real. That would be realistic in like 8 years.
20 years.
Old man Alvarez. I hear it. So that can actually happen. Sydney FC, Goretzka. Again, that is realistic. So fair's credit. That is actually realistic because Goretzka's shit. Watford FC. Nah, I don't want to see him in the league. Nah, we can't have him. Nah, bro. Nah. Actually, fun fact, Mikes. Do you know Shamrock Rovers, we won the league. You know, none of our strikers scored. Actually, I'm not going to spoil it. You're going to see it. My tweet is going to come up. I'm not going to spoil it. Sorry.
Okay.
We're not jumping the gun. Shamrock Rovers again. Wow, Holland. All right, guys. Relax.
Everyone wants Haaland.
I don't need Holland would score like 100 goals, bro. I don't need him in that league. Bolton, Yamal, Kozier Dewberry.
Oh my god.
Does he start over Kozier Dewberry?
No, I don't think so, mate.
No, there's one. Yeah, Kozier Dewberry doesn't like little people, so I hear it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, this is my tweet, guys. Shamrock Rovers, Victor Osimhen, 140 million euros, would add a world-class goal threat to a historic Shamrock Rovers side. You know what else I wanted to add to that tweet that I didn't add because I didn't want to get a bit of stick for it. Shamrock Rovers won the league. How many goals do you think our top goal scorer got?
7?
In the league? Nah, he got 9.
Okay.
No one reached over double digits.
That's crazy. How can you shoot your goals out that much?
None of our goal scorers were in the like top 5 top goal scorers in the league.
That's mad. That's crazy. Can't lie. That's mad.
What's his name? Graham Burke, the guy who used to play for Villa, if you remember him.
I remember Graham Burke.
He scored almost as many goals in the FAI Cup than he did in the league in total. I think he scored like 5 goals in the FAI Cup. I'm pretty sure 4 goals, and he scored like 8 goals in the league. Oh yeah,
I've never seen that before.
I'm still you tweeted something, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't tweet anything good though. It was just like very. I didn't know this was going to become a meme.
Declan Rice.
So I tweeted basically.
Hey, Watford could be realistic. If West Ham say no to Declan Rice when he's like 35, then Watford's realistic.
Be fucking idiots say no.
Yeah. So now you've seen that it's a meme, what is yours? For actually everyone else, yeah? Put yours in for your local club, not your actual club, your local club, a small club.
Oh, okay, local club.
So yeah, what's yours for? Or you could use West Ham because they're like I guess small enough. But if you want to use your local,
I mean, I made a joke about West Ham and Yamal as my tweet because I didn't think it was going to become a meme like that. But who should we go for that's unrealistic? No, okay, let me go for a position we actually need. What position do we need? We need a centre back. You know, it's little Tadibo, little Tadibo partner. Or do I go left wing? Yeah, left wing. Give me Kvaratskhelia. 2 million. 2 million. That's all we can afford. We can't afford. We cannot. We cannot afford it.
Kvaratskhelia to West Ham.
Yeah, 2 million. We don't pay the actual price. We pay on the cheap.
Hey, what?
2 million.
So you're benching Somerville?
Yeah. It's upgradable. I'm benching Somerville. So because Somerville he can learn. Guilherme can learn. Little cover. Listen, we need a striker as well. Don't get me wrong, but if you got goals on the left and goals on the right,
you should have just said Holland. I'll be real.
Nah, it's obvious. It's obvious. Let me go.
Or Kane.
Oh yeah, Kane. Do you want to actually come to a decent London club where the fans don't flip flop on panel shows?
That's so. Who you calling out?
Everyone knows.
Who you calling out?
Everyone knows.
Trevor Chalobah to Liverpool. A slot is concerned about. Hey, Chalobah to Liverpool. Hey, I pray. I pray.
Who do you want at Shamrock?
Oh, Shamrock Rovers. I already said Osimhen.
Oh yeah, Osimhen. Yeah.
New goals, bro. I was thinking Osimhen or like a creative attacking midfielder. I was thinking like, because I read through them before I did mine. I didn't want to put down someone that a lot of people put. I was thinking Palmer. People put down Palmer, so I was like, yeah, let me go with Osimhen because no one's on Osimhen yet. You know,
have Shamrock Rovers ever had a Nigerian player?
I mean, like Nigerian nationality, yeah.
No, fair enough. But like, I thought the Irish League would just stick to the homegrown.
What?
Like the homegrown. Or are you saying, or were they Irish Nigerian as well?
No, but like they grew up in the country. They have the passport and stuff.
Okay. No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Too.
Actually, funny enough, speaking of African players, our captain, Roberto Lopez, he is from Cape Verde. He plays for Cape Verde.
How the fuck can you be called Lopez from Cape Verde? Is he Portuguese?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cape Verde is a Portuguese island.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And he's
So
going to the World Cup.
Angola, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bare Angolan Portuguese. Bare of them.
And their women are beautiful from both countries. Hey, so those of you going to the World Cup in America, actually not even that. Fuck that. You Americans, yeah, you particularly the Red Bull Americans, yeah. Listen, let's test your nerve now with some Cape Verdean women, because you can deal with the American hoes. That's cool, whatever. Let's test your nerve with Cape Verdean women, bro. Let's test your nerve, because everyone's a bowler until they're real bowlers, and everyone's a world class player until you play in a Champions League final. Let's see if you get finessed. Mustache man to Arsenal as the last president. Oh, okay. Not bad.
I said who? Fuck's sake.
I was actually thinking, yeah, it's AJ, my bad. I thought AJ was actually going to be. Yeah, it's AJ.
No. You've already got that already.
To be fair, you
he looks like him.
I mean, you have mustache man, but he's Lego head.
No, Martinelli looks like him.
Does he?
A little bit. He looks a little bit like Mustache Man.
So you're saying he's a He's not Brazilian. He's Austrian. First,
Yes. Hassan who?
that's simple.
He's someone that looks like Mustache Man.
Which makes sense because his football was Blitzkrieg.
I can't even say
Hey.
that word. That's too obvious.
Hey, Mustache Man is very very similar to Arsenal. They both bottle it in Europe. Crazy.
Both off themselves in Europe.
Hey, Mustache Man is like Henry. Both lost their finals in Europe. Crazy.
What's a Mustache Man for a goal and he shot himself in the head?
The only shot on target.
Your commentator say he shot himself in the foot with that one. He shot himself in the head with that one.
He heard header and he took it too literally. Crazy.
Fuck's sake, man. Moving like Kim Kardashian.
Oh, speaking of Kim Kardashian, she failed the bar exam, and
Blamed on psychics.
yeah, and she was like, "Oh, I'm done with psychics now because they said I'd ace the bar exam." All right, man.
I was talking to someone about this the other day. If you're a kid and you've got Kim Kardashian and Kanye West as your parents, you are doomed. You may have money, but you're doomed. Like in terms of intelligence, there is no intelligence there. Like outside of music, there is no intelligence whatsoever. Having them two as parents, it's like the worst like celeb combo. So what you guys doing? Streaming, bruv. He had his wife and daughter commit 2 own goals with a pill and shot home goal himself for head into the back. Hey. This analogy might get too far. It might go too fast still. Oh my days. Once an A dot moustache is for a goal, bro. Fucking 9 on the back. Nine on his shirt. Is he the most fucking explosive 9 there is? Will Smith and Jada's worse because one's a whore and one other's a cuck. Yeah, but Kanye is bipolar. And Kim Kardashian's also a whore. Kanye West is a bipolar guy who's offensive. Very offensive to multiple groups of people. So, even though Will Smith and Jada are more embarrassing at this current moment in time, Kanye and Kim are worse. She's got that 9 for you. Hey, just have 9. A 9 and a 9. Double 9. Might as well got 18. 6 million goals. It's crazy. Doing Haaland numbers.
Speaking of whores and Kardashian and Kim, I couldn't find the tweet. That's what I was trying to look for. Kris Jenner, the mother of Kim Kardashian, she just celebrated her 40th birthday, and some about a tweet and was like, "This woman has, raised her children, and she has all these millionaire children, and 2 of her children are billionaires." And someone was saying, "Oh, if she was if this was a man that did this, he'd be celebrated to the high end." And someone quote tweeted that and said, "The reason why one of her daughter's a billionaire is because she sold her sex tape. X tape. Sorry.
Also, one of the daughters went out with multi-millionaires and just got married for the sake of their show, and then got divorced. And all of them have had a bad experience. There's not one guy that's gone out with a person from that family and had a good experience.
Sure.
The only one that it was their fault was Tiger, because I can't remember whether it was Kylie or Kendall. It's one of the two. I don't really care which one it is.
Kylie.
Yeah, Kylie she was like fucking an infant when Tiger was going out with her, so like it's a bit different.
He needs to sign her permission slip.
Yeah, exactly. Like parents' evening. Parents' evening with your partner.
Kylie's a parent as well, so it's crazy how that works.
Yeah. Also, Drake was up in there, but nobody talks about that.
When she was under, well, actually, yeah, of course she was.
Come on, bro, it's Drake.
you think Drake would touch her if she was over?
I think he did. No, actually, no, he didn't. No. It's mad. It's mad. But that's what I'm saying. No one had a good experience with that. Like, they just went out with the boyfriends for the sake of the show. Like, that was it. It was the basketball players, NFL players, rappers. You should have all just done what Ray J did.
Mm.
That is it. Should have just done what Ray J did. Other than that, there's no W. I don't even know that. I'll be real. Travis Scott wrote songs for fucking Kanye, bro. Fucking idiot, bro. But then again, Travis Scott's no better.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we'll switch from this in case anyone claims that the misogyny or whatever.
It's not misogyny, they're idiots.
I mean, I agree. I just don't want to get cancelled in it. Anyways, Mike said it in it, not me in it, but allegedly I agree with the guy in it, but I did not say it. Can you share screen? So to end it on this, someone tweeted a woman. Look at that handle. I want to start watching football. Where do I start? And then someone quote tweeted and said, "Girl, you have a lot to catch up on. You need to start from season 1, episode 1."
When the shorts were boxers.
No, but there's a lot of people in the replies and stuff like trying to give advice and say start with watching from like say your local club or and stuff like that, or start with hate watching. Someone said, quite a few people said hate watching, but in all seriousness though, how would you recommend someone to get into football?
Find the tape of the World Cup final of the last World Cup, and if you don't enjoy that, football's not for you.
Of the last World Cup?
Yeah. Argentina, France. If you don't enjoy that game, football's not for you.
No, but I mean in terms of like how, like what club should they follow and stuff like that?
Follow your local, or follow a team that a player that you know is playing for right now, and without saying Ronaldo and Messi because they're in fucking Saudi and MLS. So like I'm just saying they're the two most famous, but like unless you don't want to follow your local, follow like let's say they know a random player that's famous. They just start watching the team because of that player. They might just keep following that team.
Yeah, because
you end up wanting that team to win.
Like for example, Joey, Chelsea fan Joey, his family are like Real Madrid fans, and he obviously watched Makelele at Real Madrid. Makelele went to Chelsea, he watched Makelele at Chelsea, and he became a Chelsea fan through that.
Nice. Sick.
I know TJ Warren TV. Subscribe to him. He, I think he's a fan of. Is it an NFL team or a basketball team that the Cronkies own? So he then decided that, okay, like getting into football, that let me support the team that the Cronkies own, which is Arsenal, and he became an Arsenal fan through that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Arsenal fan because of Arsenal fan. God forbid, I'd rather die. I'm a Chelsea fan. Oh fuck, I'm a Chelsea fan because of my dad growing up. But the first Chelsea player that I loved was Lampard, which is ironic because Fat Frank and, anyways, was Lampard. You're a West Ham fan, obviously, because of your family and stuff. Who was the first West Ham player that you cling on to?
Ricardo Vazquez.
That's it. Okay, that makes sense. Fair. So yeah, people have, I guess, various reasons why they get into sports. You have, whether it's either family, like their dad, or like their uncle or their mom or whatever. Or some people, they get into the sports too, like say their brother or whatever, their sister. Before you have girls who get into, or women who get into football because of their boyfriend, which fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to like get someone.
Yeah.
What you said about the World Cup, that's actually, I guess, smart. But what if they watch the World Cup, but after that, how do you go from there?
So the World Cup is like a test of like enjoying the sport, but I would, unless you got like passionate friends to do football, which I'm assuming this person doesn't, otherwise they wouldn't have asked the public about how to get into football, they would have just asked their friends. If you don't have that, then go and like think of a player. You got to at least know a player that isn't like Messi or Ronaldo that's still currently playing. That's like, I'd say in their prime, so like 23 to 28 or whatever. Might like a player. It doesn't even have to be a mad player or anything like that. You might just know a player randomly. Follow that team that they play for, or follow your local, whatever country you're from. I would actually recommend people doing the Steve thing, but not to that extent necessarily. But like, have a team from other leagues. Give yourself an option. Like, give yourself at least do the whole thing of like support your local, and then have a team that like you might end up loving watching, and then you end up supporting them. Like, for example, you could be from, let's say you're from Argentina, yeah? Your local is like River Plate or some bullshit. But you end up watching like the Champions League, and you just love watching Bayern Munich because companies play good football right now. If you want to follow Bayern as like your other team. Like, you support your local is River Plate, but you're also a Bayern Munich fan. Some people do that. There's a lot of people like I was surprised that there's a lot of Celtic and Rangers fans that support Premier League teams.
But yeah, that makes sense. It's only Premier League fans who have this thing of like, oh, you support another club? How could you? But like, if you're from a different country, it would make sense that you have you support a club, say, from that country, and say also maybe Arsenal or whatever. Like, that makes sense. Yeah. And also, Steve, the type of person that Steve is, it makes sense that he has all these clubs, but the way Steve watches football also isn't normal. So I wouldn't recommend that for a lot of people.
Steve has no VAR, as I always say.
Yeah. But yeah, if I'm you, like, yes, what Mike said, I'd agree with that. Also, if your club is at the World Cup or at the, say, Euros, or if you're African, if your team's at AFCON, I would watch your club, I'd watch your nation at a major tournament.
Yeah.
I'd definitely recommend doing that.
Because, you know what it was for me? I vaguely remember late 2000s football, but I never say I started watching football in the late 2000s because it's vague memories. I was always just there on a sofa watching it whilst like my dad or my mum were watching it. Like, the first time I properly watched football and sat down to watch football was the 2010 World Cup properly, because it was just convenient at the time, because being a school kid and the World Cup was on is different. Like coming back from primary school, or whatever, like very young, like 7 years old, and whatever house I'm at the time of this, a childminder's house or one of my parents' house, the 2010 World Cup was on. So I was watching Slovenia, England, USA, England, Algeria, England. I'm pretty sure those were the 3 teams in the group stage at the time. And then that's how I properly got. I already knew I was a West Ham fan, but I couldn't name you the 09-010 team or the 08-09 team off by heart. Whereas the 10-11 team was when I started going to games. But the England World Cup like properly got me into it because I got my Vuvuzela. I had the goalkeeper shirt, the green goalkeeper shirt, because Robert Green was a West Ham player, and obviously he wore that shirt. He had a terrible World Cup, letting the goal for his legs for Clint Dempsey's USA game. And Matthew Upson scored against Germany, West Ham player. He was let call up for Rio Ferdinand. That probably got me into football because it's summer. You're off school. You get to watch football, like the back end of school anyway. So that was a proper World Cup, and also that was a proper time to like get into football. And then I started going to games. I didn't have a season ticket. My first game was West Ham Bolton, lost 3-1. Second game was West Ham Chelsea, lost 3-1. But my dad started taking me to games, to West Ham games. And then it started getting into football from there, like play signatures, meeting players, whatever. Like international tournament is actually a very good way of getting into it, especially when I was growing up. Like growing up as a child, getting into it, it's like, oh my god, football, and it's like I'm seeing the South African celebrations. I'm seeing the Spain team, like Iniesta and all these players. I'm seeing like Iron Robin. I'm seeing all these ballers for other nations as well. It's just like appreciating football from a young age. It just gets you into it. Then you're invested.
Yeah, and plus because the atmosphere around it, everyone's watching. Like it's easy to like get in and watch, and the magic of it being the World Cup or being a major tournament. And then whether it's someone from your nation or from another nation, if you end up watching a player and being like, "Ooh, Yamal looks good. Who's that guy?" Or who's what other talented players are there in the world right now? There's no one else really. Mbappe. Who's that French kid? Who's that Thor-looking guy? Holland. Oh, okay. Who does he play for? Like stuff like that. And then you start maybe you watch him for City. You don't like City as much, fine, but then you watch someone else, and then you become a scumbag Arsenal fan. You become
But this.
Winning, and then Lee Gunner starts pressuring you. When did you become an Arsenal fan? I've been going to.
When did you become an Arsenal fan? Why don't you go and support LAFC?
LAFC.
That's funny though. That is funny. But
Cazorla.
Yeah, Cazorla makes sense as well. Yeah, Cazorla was like neutral aspect, favorite player I've seen play for Arsenal. So.
Both. He shouldn't, bro. He shouldn't have been an Arsenal player. He should have been playing for Pep or something, bro.
Oh, he's the most Pep player that ever played for him,
bro. Like, it also shows how disgustingly brilliant that Spain team was, because Mata was a bench player and Cazorla barely made squads. Bro. That showed how good that Spain team was.
That team was just a Rondo team.
Imagine being in a Rondo with them is a long day.
But yeah, you're never getting out of that. Even now, you're not getting out of that, even when they're like 40.
I'd be real. I just snap someone's leg. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm just 2-footing them when they're not even near the ball.
Bro, I'm running around I'm like just chasing for like 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm snapping someone's leg. Right.
Yeah.
Next time you put me in a Rondo, hey, Ramos is not playing the next game.
Fuck's sake, man. All right. I'm going to end it there. It's been a great show as always. Listen, people, go and subscribe to Sarcasm City to be extra. Link is in the title. And yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow, 10 p.m. with Melon. And bring you more streams across the week. Take care and peace, people.